I'm Anthony from Learning to Play the Guitar. In this video I'm going to show you how to play Malam by Yarn Gold. So this piece is quite fiddly and contains lots of jazz chords, making it quite difficult to play. So here I'm going to play through it very slowly and just show you the main chord shapes that are contained within the piece. So first off, it's also played fingerstyle to allow you to play these particular chords. You could play it with a pick, but you'd be having to mute lots of adjacent strings, so for me it's easy to play with the fingers. So thumb and the three fingers, or P, I, M, A, for those who know a bit about Spanish or fingerstyle guitar. So the first little part is just this melody here, which is this F sharp and an A, and then the first chord is this thing here, which is an E minor 9. So basically it's open E, fret 2 with my first finger barring here, little finger on fret 5, other finger here on fret 4, fret 2 with my first finger, and then also barring down the bottom here with an F sharp on my first finger on fret 2, so we've got this chord, which is a very nice chord, and then it just does a little arpeggio on those three strings there from the second, third, fourth and back with my fingers there. And the next chord is sort of an A13 flat 9 or something like that. Anyway, it is this chord with the open A in the bass now, and sounds like that. So now we've got A note, a G on fret 5, my little finger, this finger here, I'm flying around in spaces doing nothing, second finger here on fret 3 there on the G string, and I'm barring 2 strings on the bottom of my first. There's that beautiful chord there, and then there's a little melody all on one string there. Next chord is a D major 7 played this way, little finger fret 5 for the D in the bass, D, F sharp on my third, second finger's doing nothing, barring these 2 strings there with the first finger, just the 4, and then we play an arpeggio on that from 3rd, 4th, 5th, back up. Now we've got a G7 flat 5, which is a fancy G7, which is this. So thumb playing the bass note, skipping the A string, plucking that string there, which is with my third finger, little finger here on fret 4, first finger here, which is the flat 5, on fret 2, down the bottom, plucking over there with my finger, so you get this nice chord, very much a sort of a bossa nova chord if you to that sort of style of jazz guitar, other styles of course. And then we've got 2 B notes, which is just plucking that string again, my little finger's hanging there. Then we go F sharp major 7, just the bass note and the pair in the middle, there. And then there's a little melody, my little finger, and then plucking that note there, which I'm barring with my first finger. And then we move this up, barring on fret 4 is a G sharp major 7, or minor, G sharp minor 7. And so thumb and 2 in the middle, just one finger, and then little number 6 and the 4 down there on the second string. We copy that again, 2 frets up, A sharp minor 7 if you like, or B flat, probably A sharp minor. Same strings, thumb in the middle 2, and then this 2 frets up, that's 8, 6 tab numbers wise on the second string there. And then after that we have a B chord with a C sharp in the bass, which is basically the triad played like that. Try and jiggle that around so you can see that I got these 3 strings, sorry, a bit awkward. Those 3 there, and then this bass note added here is the C sharp. So thumb and the 3. Nice sort of suspended sort of sounding chord there. Usually wants to resolve somewhere else, which in this case it moves to with a little melody, so sorry on that as well while I'm here. And then first finger slides down, 6 bar, a bit switchy and awkward. And then F sharp major 7 bar chord, which is one of those barring here on fret 9, like a dominant 7 little finger and his friend in the middle there. It makes a triangle. Oops, all the way through. There you go, that one. And there's an arpeggio on the middle 3 there, and then I'll extend out and fret 8 on the G string there with my first finger hiding under there. Then we have a little break from the chords and just a G, F sharp or 10, 9, 9, 10, C sharp, D on the first string, and now we're into the second part, which is an E minor 9 if you like. It doesn't have the 7th in it, but it's F sharp on top, thumb, E in the bass, 12, 12, 14, and 12, 10 melody. Now this sort of an A7 flat 9 chord, A in the bass, A string, A, and then you've got an 8, 6, 8, 9 with my fingers there. And then we'll hit that chord again. I'll thumb strum it the first time, next time I'll hit it with thumb on the 3 fingers. And then we're going to go open A as a filler, and then a melody 9, 10, or a C sharp D. And then now we've got a F sharp minor 7 played this fashion, F sharp in the bass, and this sort of little funny shape here with my other 3 fingers, thumb and those 3 on those particular frets, which are 11, 10, 12, from 3, 2, 1 down to the floor. And then hit that chord again, open A. Now we've got a 10, 9, D, C sharp. Now we've got a E7 with F in the bass sort of thing. F is here, F natural, and then underneath that I'm barring with my first finger, and then adding the third finger there for a 7, 9, 7, which is sort of the E7 thing. 2 of them, hit the F natural again, sort of maybe diminished actually, probably looking at it again. And then we're going to go single F, and then B, C sharp, and then we've got E minor 7, which is using that shape we had before for the sort of the F sharp minor 7 taken down 2 frets with an open E in the bass. It's pretty easy, that bit. And we have a 9, 8, 10, sorry, there, and then 2 hits of that with the chord, just bass once, bass again, filling in a little E minor arpeggio melody there, 7, 8, 9, A13, which is A7 with the 13th in it, which is an F sharp, which is that note there, open A, those 3 together there. Then we twist around with another variation of A7, which is sort of a A7 flat 9. It is an A7 flat 9, so we've got the flat 9, which is the B flat, C sharp, E, or tab numbers 8, 6, 5 with an open A, like so. So this finger here is doing nothing. Okay, on the next section of the tune we have an A minor 7 add 4, which is basically throwing in the A in the bass here, 2 fingers in the middle, making that's the 3 notes of an A minor 7. With those 3 fingers like so on fret 5. First finger down here, fret 3 for D. So thumb and those 3 there, and then this then moves to the next chord by holding 2 fingers there, we're going to then change these fret 4, fret 4, fret 5, fret 3, which is the G sharp 7 flat 5. Say that 10 times really fast, which results in that shape, so same strings, thumb and 3 fingers. Now we'll just move that down again back to the other shape we had before, but now on fret 4, which makes it a G sharp minor 7 add 4. 4, 4, 2 if you like on tabs, with skipping the A string again, same thing. Then we move the bass notes down here, which will then result in this other nice G7 flat 5, so 3, 3, 4, 2, tab numbers wise. And then after that we're going to go F sharp major 7 done in this fashion, fret 2, pair in the middle, and then I'll also be adding pressure on the second string with my first finger here, barring across, and a little melody with a 4, 2, which I'm pressurizing on the bar, a B7 flat 9, which is like the B7 triangle with the bar behind it, to get what's called a flat 9, which is the C note there, which is that chord. And then we're into the slightly fiddlier section where it starts off nice and easy though, E minor, or E minor 7, 3 open strings, very easy, E, D, G, B strings. Then we're adding a little 2, 3 melody, a C sharp D. Now we're going to go up to here, which is an A7, starts off an A7 flat 5, A note in the bass, 4, 6, sorry, open A, 5, 6, 4 tab numbers, which is that sort of beautiful sound. But then once we play this, the next note we're going to play while holding the chord behind is an E flat's going to move to E natural, so I'll sort of trying to get that movement going without moving the other guys and stuffing up the shape, which is a bit fiddly. Then you got a little F sharp 7 there with my little finger on the B string. Then after that we go back to the D major 7 we had earlier on. That shape there, remember that one? And then a little number 2 note hiding in there, which is an A and then open B, which gives you a second then to go back to a G7 flat 5, which is that chord again, which we're revisiting that. And then an arpeggio with an open E though, 3 strings, there's a 2 and a 4 sliding back into that. And then F sharp major 7 again, which we had just recently, back to there again. So some of the chords do repeat, obviously being in the same key of D as it goes along. So there's that thing with the thumb and 3 fingers barring there, so a 3, 3, 2. And then we have just a single note 2, and then a 1, 2, whoops, there's a thumb, not doing what my elbow's doing, thumb, 1, 2, F sharp, a C and a C sharp, leading into the next section, leading down to the end before we go back to the start again. F sharp minor 9, if you like, so F sharp minor would be that, and then we're adding this G sharp, which is the 9th scale degree on top, little arpeggio, that just barring all the way on number 2 frets. Now we're going to do this slidey trick again, but up here it's a B7 flat 9, B, A, D sharp, and that's an F natural, or a, if you like, or an E sharp, how you want to label it, on fret 6 with my first finger. And then we want to slide him under without stuffing up the other part of the chord. Then a 9, 10 there, which is the melody, G sharp A on the second string. I'm plucking my finger under here. E minor 13, E, and then we've got a diagonal, those 3 notes there, which is up from the bar. So tab wise it's 7, 7, 8, 9, E, D, G, C sharp, so that's the 6th, which would come 4th, 13th. And then we take that off, an arpeggio 7, 8, 7 back, and then the last chord from the fiddly part, to me anyway, is the open A, and we're back to this A7 flat 5 thing again, sliding him under, 7, 8, there, and then the very end, a D sharp, major 7 arpeggio done in a slightly fiddly way, open D, F sharp, A, open B, all these notes need to ring out, that's my first finger hiding under there, while these are all, and an E, so maybe a major 9 really. Trying to build on that without touching the other string, quite awkward. So that's that beautiful chord, and then after that we have a G13, which is like a fancy G7, which I think are easy to play. So thumb on the G, this is all on fret 3, barring, there's an F there, A, B, and an E. That chord, and then little melody, 3, 6, 4, is the B note, and then A major 7, which is a standard sort of like, it's like A7, stick your first finger there, comes a major 7, and then you got your little 4, 5, 4, F sharp, G, F sharp, back to the start, which was that E minor 9 chord, which we looked at the very beginning. It does a whole section again, and then the only other bit that's different is at the coda. So it does sort of the whole form, and then halfway through the form, and we end up back with our A again, 13, which was that shape there, with the A, 5, 6, 7, or A, G, C sharp, F sharp, A again, and we'll flip it around A, 7 flat 9, this way, A, B flat, C sharp, E, A, 8, 0, 8, 6, 5, thumb and 3 fingers all together in the middle there. This finger's doing nothing, of course, he's in space. And then at the very end, we've got D, but played in the awkward fashion of this, which is actually like a D triad with the octave on top. So fret 5, 5, 4, 2, 3, all together, 4 in the middle. And 5, 4, 2, 3 equals D, F sharp, A, D. And then after that, we have these little arpeggios based on the D triangle shape, which would normally be that. Taking it up a fret, we're basically from on fret 3, if you like, my first finger, E flat, with the D in the bass, letting this little ring out, we slide it up to fret 6, which would be this particular thing here, which, sorry, my brain just went blank, it's an F sharp related chord, and then we slide it all the way up to here, which is an A on first finger on fret 9, open D again, fret 12, which is a C, and then ending all the way up on fret 13 with our first finger, same shape, little baby D triangle. And that's all the bits of the song, so good luck trying to piece all that together.